You know what's been bothering me lately? Why is that the music industry, especially in hip hop, we see black hairstylists, black makeup artists, black creatives everywhere, but in the fashion industry, it's like they don't even exist. When you look at the entertainment world, you clearly see artists and talent being pushed towards certain audiences. Labels know exactly who they're selling to, but somehow that system doesn't translate into fashion. And the question is, why? Because if we being real, throughout the late mid 2010s, we saw a huge rise in black makeup artists getting spotlight finally, especially after Fenty Beauty. Rihanna opened the gates for black makeup artists, and that changed the entire industry. But where's that same door opening moment for black hairstylists? Why hasn't it happened yet? Think about it. In music, we see it all the time. Nicki Minaj, Cardi B, the whole world of hip hop entertainment. Black hairstylists and black beauty professionals run that ecosystem. They create the looks, the trends, the visuals that go viral. So, why doesn't that translate to fashion? Why aren't those same hairstylists being hired backstage at Fashion Week? Why aren't they leading campaigns? Why aren't they shaping the beauty narratives for the runways? And here's where it gets uncomfortable. We need to say it. It's because the fashion industry knows who they're selling to. They're not trying to sell to black people. So they're not going to hire black creatives to define black imagery. So when you really look at the runways, it becomes obvious. For the last 15 to 20 years, the industry has been using the excuse of, we don't know how to do black hair. But that's not true. If they wanted black styles represented correctly, they would hire black hairstylists. Stylists who actually know the textures, the techniques, the manipulation, the artistry, the culture. They don't hire them because they don't want that image. Instead, they hire African models, Australian models, European models, women who are black but styled in a global black aesthetic that feels detached and easily controlled. Shortcuts, bold looks, minimal texture, the same template over and over again. Like, where's the representation of Black American beauty and identity? The long hair, the versatility, the customizable glam, the cultural fingerprints that Black Americans created. It's missing. And it's missing on purpose. Because when the industry finally does push a more idealized version of a black woman, it's only one at a time. Naomi had her moment, but even then, she wasn't American. Tara had a fashion moment, but she was pushed into commercial and TV, not really couture. So the real question becomes, why does the fashion industry refuse to portray Black American beauty in its fullness? Why does it erase the cultural influence that Black American hairstylists bring? Because Black American hairstylists are the ones in the community. They're the ones creating the trends. They're the ones shaping the looks that end up going viral in music, nightlife, TikTok, and in everyday culture. They influence everything, yet fashion refuses to give them visibility, the credit, or the opportunities that their work deserves. So again, we need to ask ourselves, why hasn't the fashion industry acknowledged Black American hairstylists? Why are they only good enough for hip hop, but not good enough for Paris, Milan, or even New York Fashion Week? That's the conversation we need to have. And that's exactly what this segment is about. Exposing the habits of the fashion industry, who they choose to hire, who they choose to ignore, and why this matters for the future of Black fashion within the beauty industry. This is Cloud Negative 9, a fashion channel dedicated to uncovering stories the industry won't tell you. Now, if this breakdown opened your eyes just a little bit, please make sure to like, comment, and subscribe so you won't miss the next episode. My name is DJ Selby, and thanks again for coming. Peace.